Cats are amazing creatures capable of a wide range of emotions. Despite their independent nature, they can seem mysterious and self-sufficient. But their emotional life is no less complicated than that of humans. Cat owners often face the question, does their pet understand when he has done something wrong, and how does he apologize for it? Let's look at how cats express regret, how they apologize to humans, and how they react to our displeasure. Cats have a rather complex emotional system. They may experience feelings of affection, happiness, sadness, and even anger. The signs of happiness in a cat are easy to spot: purring, relaxed body, and playful behavior. These manifestations show that the cat feels comfortable and safe in its environment. On the other hand, sadness or depression can manifest itself through isolation and less affectionate behavior. Anger can manifest itself in aggressive sounds such as growling or hissing, as well as aggressive actions such as scratching. However, it is important to understand that cats are not little furry people. They have a completely different way of thinking and perceiving the world. Cats do not have the same level of self-awareness as humans and are not capable of experiencing complex moral emotions such as guilt or shame. But it's worth noting that they may experience forms of stress and discomfort in response to certain situations. When a cat does something bad from our point of view, it simply follows its natural instincts or reacts to the environment. However, cats are highly developed social animals. They are able to form strong emotional bonds with their owners and are very sensitive to our mood and behavior. Cats can get upset or unhappy and often try to restore harmony in the relationship. It is these attempts to establish contact that we often perceive as an apology. Do cats know when they're behaving badly? First, it's important to understand that cats don't think the way we do. They don't have the concepts of good and bad in our understanding. When your cat knocks a vase off the table, she doesn't think, "Oh, I did something bad." For her, this is an exploration of the world around her. But do not rush to get upset. Although cats don't experience guilt in the human sense, they are incredibly intelligent and observant. Your cat knows perfectly well when you are unhappy. She reads your emotions by your voice, facial expression, and body language, and that's where the fun begins. Cats are masters of social interaction. When they feel that the host is upset, they often try to establish a relationship. We take this as an apology. Although for a cat, it's more of a way to restore harmony and make sure everything is in order. Can cats really apologize? Let's look into this issue. Are cats capable of real apologies? Here's an unexpected answer. Cats don't experience the emotional complexity we call guilt. If you expect your cat to hide with an upset look and say in her feline manner, "I'm sorry, it's my fault," alas, this will not happen. However, do not rush to get upset. Although cats don't understand the concept of remorse, they definitely sense when you're upset or unhappy with them. And it is at such moments that they often try to reconnect with you. When your cat comes up to you with affection after a prank, it's not exactly an apology in our understanding. Rather, it's her way of saying, "Hey, I don't like it when you're angry. Let's be on good terms again." Despite their reputation for being independent creatures, cats actually really appreciate being connected to humans. Although they may seem self-sufficient, this does not mean that they are not capable of deep emotional attachments. And even if they don't feel guilty, they will definitely look for ways to build a relationship with you and make sure everything is okay. Now let's talk about the ways in which cats apologize to people. Imagine that you've just scolded a cat for some prank. She rubs against your legs and starts purring like a little furry motor. It's not just a cute sound, it's a real feline way of saying, "Hey, let's not fight." Purring is the universal language of feline pleasure and tranquility. When your cat purrs after a prank, she tries to relieve tension and show that everything is fine. It's as if she's singing you a soothing lullaby. Have you ever noticed how, after a little conflict, your normally independent cat suddenly becomes incredibly affectionate? She can rub against your legs, arms, or face, leaving her scent. For a cat, it's a way of saying, "You're still my man, we're one family." It's like the feline equivalent of a big hug. She literally marks you as her territory, confirming your connection. Imagine that you are sitting, still a little angry at the cat, and suddenly you feel a light touch on your arm or leg. This is your furry friend gently touching you with her soft claw-free paw. This is a very delicate gesture in the feline world. Thus, the cat seems to be saying, "Hey, are you there? How are you? Are we still friends?" It can be a very touching moment. Your cat is trying to establish physical contact, but it does it as gently and non-aggressively as possible. Have you ever noticed how a cat looks at you, blinking slowly? It's not just a cute look. In the cat world, this is a real declaration of love. When your cat does this after a prank, it's like she's saying, "Look, I know you're upset, but I really love you." Try to respond to her in kind by slowly blinking in response. You'll be surprised how much this can improve your mutual understanding. Sometimes cats bring gifts to their owners. It could be their favorite toy or, less pleasantly, a trapped mouse or bird. Although it may seem strange to us, it is a way for a cat to show its affection and perhaps make amends. Imagine that your cat has just smashed your favorite cup, and an hour later she brings you her favorite squeaky mouse. It's her way of saying, "Look, I'm sharing the most valuable thing with you. We're still friends, right?" One of the most touching expressions of feline trust is when they show you their belly. The belly is the most vulnerable part of a cat's body, and if it turns over on its back next to you, especially after a conflict, it is a sign of great trust. It's like a cat talking. "Look, I completely trust you, even if you're angry with me right now." Remember that this is not always an invitation to stroke your stomach. Sometimes it's enough just to appreciate this gesture of trust. Have you noticed how, after an argument, your cat suddenly starts following you around? She can follow you from room to room like a little fluffy tail. It's her way of saying, "Hey, I'm here, I'm with you. Let's not distance ourselves from each other." The cat is trying to reconnect and make sure everything is okay between you. This can be especially noticeable if your cat is usually independent and not too intrusive. Sometimes, after a misdemeanor, cats become unusually affectionate. Your normally reserved cat may suddenly jump on your lap, rub its head against your hand, or even try to lick you. It's her way of saying, "I'm sorry, let's make up." This behavior is especially noticeable if it is atypical for your cat. She steps out of her comfort zone to show how much she appreciates your relationship. Imagine that you have just scolded a cat and it suddenly starts playing next to you like a little kitten. She can bring you a toy, start chasing her tail, or do funny jumps. It's not just a sudden burst of energy, it's a cat's attempt to diffuse the situation and return your good graces. Play is a universal language of joy, and your cat uses it to say, "Let's forget about the bad things and just have fun together." Some cats become very talkative after a conflict with their owner. They can make various sounds from quiet meowing to persistent purring. This is their way of getting your attention and establishing communication. It's like a cat saying, "Hey, I'm here. I want to chat with you." It's especially interesting when a normally silent cat suddenly starts actively talking to you after a prank. It is important to remember that all these actions are unconscious apologies in the human sense. The cat does not feel guilty for her actions. She only reacts to changes in your behavior and tries to restore the usual level of interaction. Interestingly, the ability of cats to make such apologies may vary depending on the individual nature of the cat. A cat's behavior is also influenced by its life experience. Cats who have grown up in a loving family and are accustomed to positive interaction with people tend to understand human emotions better and are more likely to show apologetic behavior. It is important to remember that cats are amazing creatures with a unique view of the world. Have you ever noticed this behavior in your cats? How do your furry friends apologize to you? Share your stories in the comments. If you liked the video, please like it. Also, if you want to share your thoughts, be sure to write them in the comments. Good luck to all, and see you again, dear friends. Dear friends, I thank you for watching my video. I will be very grateful to you if you put a like under this video and subscribe to the channel. Your support is very important. I wish you all the best in this world. See you soon.